Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about a potential signing for the Miami Dolphins. As earlier today, the Minnesota Vikings released star running back Dalvin Cook after spending 5 seasons with the team. And, drafted in 2017 was, one of the best parts of their offense since, Justin Jefferson is the number one option in their offense, but Dalvin Cook is he's I don't know. I would view him as probably, even when they had Adam Thielen, probably their second best player in the offense. And he had a really good season this year, even though it felt like he wasn't doing. I didn't know. It didn't feel like he was doing as good as he usually does, but really was still really solid for them. Had 8 rushing touchdowns with 1,173 rushing yards, and averaged 4.4 yards per carry, had 39 receptions as well with 2 receiving touchdowns and 295 receiving yards. So had a really solid year, but sometimes it felt like he wasn't doing as good as he usually does. But I think he definitely has had better seasons than the season he had this year, but definitely had a really solid season. And the Miami Dolphins are the number one team that's going to be, is going to be pursuing him the most and trying to sign him, and the number one candidate to land Dalvin Cook. And this is a must signing for the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion. You look out throughout their whole team, they have it all. They have arguably the best wide receiver duo in the NFL with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They have an excellent quarterback when healthy, Tua Tagovailoa. The tight end situation is not as good as it was last year. They had Mike Gesicki, but I think I can't remember. I think it's Smythe who's their new tight end, is their new starter. I think he's solid. He's no Gesicki, but when they got the weapons on offense like they do with Tyreek and Jalen, and I think they have one more wide receiver in their offense who's good. I think it's someone from, I can't remember who, but when they have good wide receivers like they do, you just need a tight end that's going to be solid, and that's what Smythe is. They have an excellent defense, an excellent defensive line. They have the best wide receiver duo, but not only that, but they have the best corner duo with Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. So their defense is top front. Their defense is really, really good, and it's improved this offseason, of course, with adding in Jalen Ramsey. I think they made a couple other moves to the defense as well, but I think one of their biggest struggles is the running back position. Their running game, they don't, they're you can consider their, with running back talent, one of the worst in the NFL. I don't even remember who was it Matt Breida or someone who was their number one running back last year? They didn't really have a really good number one running back. And I really do think that it was someone from San Francisco who was their number one running back last year. And then who was the other guy? I can't remember the other guy that was their number one running back. But even though they still don't have a real true running back, to be effective in like Dalvin Cook is. Look at his stats: 1,173 rushing yards this year with 8 rushing touchdowns. They don't have their running game. It's dry. Their running game is awful, and they need to add in a really good running back. And here's their chance with Dalvin Cook. I thought they would try to do it in the draft, which they didn't, and I think Miami, they have to be locked in to get Dalvin Cook. I think Miami's going to end up signing Dalvin Cook. I think I think most likely he is going to Miami unless someone pulls out of nowhere and trades for him, because technically someone could trade him by tomorrow, because the release of Dalvin Cook is not official till tomorrow, and until it's not official, they can trade him instead of releasing him. So if someone pulls out, even if someone else decides, okay, we're not going to wait till he becomes a free agent, we're going to make a trade offer so we know he's going to be ours. I think the Dolphins at that point too, they should still be making a trade offer for Dalvin Cook. That's their one missing piece. They have stars all over the place with wide receiver and corner, and as much as Tua gets injured, I think he's basically like a star. I mean, look at the way Tua Tagovailoa was playing last year. The first 4 or 5 weeks of the season before he got hurt, he was electric. So if he stays healthy and he stays in shape, they got a great quarterback. So then add in another piece with Dalvin Cook, you got an excellent offense to an offense that was already really good last season. So I think this is a no-brainer for the Miami Dolphins. You definitely need to go after Dalvin Cook, but you got a lot of teams to compete for a guy. There are so many teams that are interested in Dalvin Cook. List of Miami themselves, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Bills. There was one more team that was interested in him. I cannot remember. So Dalvin Cook definitely does have a hot market. It's going to be interesting to see who goes after him and picks him up. But you guys have your thoughts, and that's it for the video. And peace out.